Hello everyone, we are loving our A2 whole milk here in Michigan. Very grateful to Meijer's for stocking it. This video is to show you that yes, you can make kefir from your A2 milk from the store. Not going to try and educate you on A2 milk. There's plenty of information out there on the internet about it. It's a wonderful product, it's delicious. We raised dairy goats for over 20 years and we had a lot of fresh whole milk. This is far superior in taste and quality and convenience, of course. And it's A2, just like goat's milk is all A2. Anyway, here we go on how to make kefir from your homemade, or from your A2 milk. Okay, I did not have any kefir grains for about 4 years. That's when we were all done with dairy goats. At one time I had more than enough to fill this strainer. There are a lot of places on eBay that have kefir grains. I would advise you to try and get a 1/4 cup if you can. There are some vendors out there where you can get it. And a 1/4 cup for half a gallon is a good amount. It does take a little, maybe an extra day or two for them to wake up when they go inside your milk, whatever you're using, hopefully the A2. But they've already grown for me maybe by about 20% since I got them. So these are the grains that I just strained, which you'll see later in the video. And then again, I'll take my filtered water. And some people, like I said, do like to rinse all their kefir grains. You can. This is just going to take you longer to make your kefir. There's again the little baby. Okay, then I would use a rubber spatula to just, for any stray grains in this funnel, put them down, and then I'll be putting my milk in. Okay, so after approximately 4 days, I've got a half a gallon of kefir. Some of that time it was in the fridge. Sometimes it was out on the counter. Just didn't want to let it setting out when it was too hot. And you can see it's nice and thick. I usually give it a good roll around before I start to strain it. And I'm going to turn off the camera a second so I can show you how that works. I got my 3rd half gallon wide mouth set up with a canning jar filler, which makes things less messy, and a nice strainer, and I balance that on my Cuisinart for stability. Okay, I pour it into the strainer, and then as I pour, I just do just a little light spooning just to lift the kefir grains up out of the strainer so it keeps pouring through. And I'll be back when it's all strained. And here are the kefir grains in the strainer. Still have some tiny particles in the jar. So what I like to do there is put a little fresh A2 milk, maybe a cup's worth, in this jar, give it a good shake around, put it through the strainer one more time into a glass, and then just drink that, just because I hate to waste the kefir that's stuck to the jar. And some of those grains are mighty tiny, so if you get them in the strainer, I can show you how you can put them back in your culture jar. Some people like to rinse their kefir grains. I used to do that a long time ago. I mean, for the 20+ years we had dairy goats, we did kefir. So I was like really happy to start up with kefir again. It's just a delicious product and so good for you. Again, lots of information on the internet about all the probiotics that are in kefir, way more than yogurt, way more than kombucha. So it's really fits in well in our diet and our health plan. And I'll be back with you. So with putting a little bit of milk in there, putting it through a different strainer, there are some tiny little grains in here, which you will be able to see. And I like to save those just because I only bought a 1/4 cup. And so you can see these are just tiny baby grains. They will get fairly large like small cauliflower florets. So those can just go right in to the strainer, which is going to go back into the new kefir. And like I said, we just couldn't be happier with our A2 milk from the store. It's a delicious and a really healthy product. Milk the way it ought to be. And that's about it. That's your half gallon. And then I would usually put that in the fridge the first night and then maybe leave it out during the day. Like again, it depends on how hot the days are. Again, lots of information on the a2milk.com website. There's YouTubes out there as far as the benefits, but you can make delicious kefir out of your A2 milk right from the store. I like to have a labeled cap. These caps actually are for canning jars. You can get them on the internet. Nice plastic, good to clean. I keep one labeled drinkable, no grains, because it's not just me in the house, and grains, so we can tell them apart. Anyway, hope you found this helpful and have a great day. Bye.